Hi, guys, and welcome to the second episode of Constellations, Connections and Transmissions with Lightworkers, coming to you by TheAwakeningSF, where our mission is to awaken your soul highest potential through spiritual guidance and healing and intuitive arts techniques, as well as community building. I am Lanaya Ray, medical medium MD, specializing in Reiki, medical and energetic diagnostics, and of course, we have today our founder and co-creatress coming to join us, Asha Eden Rose of The Awakening.
Hi,
And she
everyone.
is here with us to let us know a little bit about her great Gold Era program that is coming up right now. Asha Eden Rose is the founder and co-creatress of The Awakening. She is a light channel and spirit guide, and she specializes in Reiki, trauma-informed child self-healing techniques, and soul and power retrieval, as well as Akashic record reading, and rewriting those old soul contracts into new ones that can change your life. And she's here today to talk about her new program that she's just designed that's coming out, and enrollment is starting on the 11th, the Gold Era program. Hi, Asha, welcome.
Hi, thank you so much for having me, Lanaya. It's really such a joy to be able to share all these different insights and behind the scenes scoop on this new program.
Oh, I'm so excited to have you. I'm so excited that we decided to do this and get a little bit more information on the Gold Era program so people know what to expect.
Yeah, thank you.
Um, yeah, and you're just amazing. You know, I love you and your work. You're just beyond I could list and go on and on all the things that you do. I'm sure I didn't even get all of them in what I said, but you're just beyond amazing. So I know you've been working for quite a while on this program. So could you tell us a little bit what the Gold Era program is, just for those that haven't heard us talking about it yet or haven't
Oh,
heard of the
yeah.
topic?
Thank you so much. Yeah, the Gold Era program is a 3 month, so it's a really short program. It is an intuitive intensive. It's going to be a group program, and it essentially is to help highly sensitive people, so the people who kind of feel overwhelmed because they're so sensitive, to be able to awaken and attune those natural intuitive abilities to be aligned with their purpose and that place of unconditional love, and being able to follow this, what I call the golden heart path, like really
Mm.
listening into their heart, kind of grounding their energies, feeling safe in their body, like moving through obstacles, like observing their stories and their contracts, and being able to step into their divinity and their life purpose in a really big way. It's very exciting because it's a culmination of my entire life's work. And so there are little bits in this program of what I have learned. Like, a lot of it is shamanic journeying. A lot of it is being able to like really love on our bodies with some of those energetic practices in Reiki, and just like really getting down and looking at how we navigate spiritually in this complex world.
Wow, that sounds so amazing. I definitely uh, cannot wait for this program to launch. I know you've been working on it for such a long time. You know, I was wondering what brought you to design this? What brought you to develop this program? What was your thinking behind this right here?
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot of things. As I had spoken to so many different people that were a part of the awakening here, and just, interviewing different highly sensitive people, different like um, empaths and clairvoyants and things, asking them what their needs were. And a lot of us feel that we are like not safe in our bodies. I know it sounds weird, like, why are we
Mm,
in this form? And so or are feeling like just completely overwhelmed by all of these external influences, like not knowing, how to move. Like I was finding with people, a lot of people are not sure what their own personal yes is, what their own personal no is, and like how to strengthen their own energy field, how to trust their own movements in the world. Like it seems really getting down to basics. And so I wanted to design this program to allow us to be able to kind of sift through all of that chaos in a way that is really grounded and is really present with everything that is happening and everything that has happened in that person's life, by aligning them with the truth of their love, and really reigniting through Akashic Records reading and through child self-healing, them to be able to fully step into clarity and ease and grace, being able to follow their dreams again, believe in themselves again, and step into that bigger truth that they know they have. Like if they can really get just some clarity. And that's where I feel like this program will be really helpful.
Wow. 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 Where were you, girlfriend, a decade ago? Because I needed all of that about a decade ago. Definitely. I can
Yeah.
relate to your program very much. I'm a highly sensitive person myself, and being an empath, this program seems absolutely amazing. And I know that so many people are going to benefit so much from this, because I know I could have definitely used this help to get over those big hurdles when I was going through all of this and going through my ascension and my spiritual enlightenment and my awakening. It's been so long that, I can't really remember for myself, but what do you find for your clients? What is their biggest hurdle? What's the hardest part of overcoming being an empath or a highly sensitive person, just somebody who overall feels a lot and is in control of, the external stuff going on in their life? What do you think is the hardest thing for them to get through? And is that something you address in the program?
Yeah, the hardest thing, so to speak, so I found is what we address in the first half of the program is probably the hardest part. And that is where that I find it's a little bit twofold, where a lot of us are seeking grounding practices, but not necessarily just getting our feet on the earth, but finding like what is our own unique way of being able to like relax our nervous system. What is our like focusing on, it sounds really simple, but like when you feel so much, focusing on getting proper rest and taking in proper nutrients. It's like we do sidestep a lot of our human needs in this 3D world, because there's just so much energetic stuff that we're always having to face, that like getting people really back down to and we do that in the first couple of weeks, getting them down to the fundamentals, like the basic core needs, is number one. And then number two is really taking us through our traumas and our child self-healing, like the stages of development where we had some of those needs, some of those fundamental places that are needing, there's some holes that need to be filled so that we can actually feel confident enough to be able to step into some of the bigger themes, that like those dreams that we had as a kid and that we're looking to achieve in adulthood, that we have to kind of first sift through some things that we may not even know are, kind of infiltrating our belief system and whatnot. So that's where I help people really through different guided journeys, is look at what agreements and what contracts have been really handed to us, to them,
Yes.
that we are and have maybe unconsciously or subconsciously kind of taken on or assigned. We didn't even know were there. And it's really helpful to be able to look at some of those themes ancestrally, and for people to step really into their power and be able to claim where they are right now. Is that still in alignment with who I am? And how can I move forward from here? So the whole first half of the program is addressing and looking at these from a deep place of unconditional love, where all of us is welcome. We're not trying to cast out any part of ourselves as like, ooh, that's our darkness. We're love making to it all. And the second half of the program is getting into deep devotional self-care rituals and practice, and then helping people to actualize their abundance. Like, what are we here for? How can I assist you as someone who runs a spiritual business or what have you? And like, let's go, let's do that together. So they've got me as a spiritual guide. We're doing it together. They're not alone anymore.
Oh, that sounds just fantastic. I just absolutely love that. It's, oh my gosh, it's like you're
It's
basically
so fun.
you're like reteaching them how to live their life in a sense. It kind of sounds like, you're kind of addressing their old programming and those soul contracts that they've had, and just completely changing their lives from what it sounds like. I mean, essentially, it doesn't, 3 months, it doesn't even seem long enough to do all of this, but I know it's a very intensive program. So the people that do come in are going to be very excited to do it. And what do you expect people after the 3 months to come out of this with? Essentially, do you have a goal for each person, or is each person a little bit different?
Each person's a little bit different in the way that, so, the program is designed for kind of two niche buckets of people. One, we've got those hypersensitive empaths and natural intuitives that are ready to challenge their fears and rewrite their stories and become those clear and confident channels, whatever that looks like. They don't have to be like mediums, or they could just be people who are like artists and trying to get down with the flow. So, and the other end of it is that the program is designed for these like badass entrepreneurial souls who are really desiring some guidance on how to step out of that like blase 9 to 5 stuff. Like, I mean, that's well and fine if people like love doing it, but for a lot of us who are soulpreneurs, so to speak, we're looking for a way to like do what know we're here to do in the world, to help guide others into creating the life of their dreams through us doing it. And the reason why I'm bringing up these two buckets is that some people are going to just want to take and retake the program because and rinse and repeat it, in the way that it's not like I'm telling people what to do. There are PDF journal prompts, like in the group program, we're in circle, we're like witnessing one another. We are getting into experiential learning, where you're able to figure out things about who you are for yourself. And so that path is always unfolding, right? So it's going to
Right.
help people to be able to like look at themselves in a deeper way with full self-love, unconditional love in their heart. It's really the focus there. But then there's also this other bucket, as I just spoke to, of people who may want to develop their own spiritual business, and they're having some fears or some blocks, so to speak, to kind of getting there, and they don't really know why. And so getting those foundations, looking at those weird beliefs that are like kind of stepping in the way, it's like a rocket ship that will help those people take off. And I'm happy to sprinkle in some different tools and techniques that I have found to be super successful with other clients, and that I have received both from spiritual guidance for myself, and also through coaches I've worked with, but through direct channeled guidance for them, like reading their Akashic records, looking at what are the specific things that may be beneficial to them in a very unique capacity, in a way that maybe others have not really done before. So it's very custom and tailored to everyone's particular experience, whether it's a self-revelatory journey or they're looking to go on that journey to catapult their spiritual careers or what have you. So it's going to be very personal to each particular person within the core themes of the program.
Wow, thank you so much. That is just amazing. I honestly wish that when I was going through my spiritual awakening that I had a guide like yourself and a light channel that could get me through all of those dark nights of the soul, as we call them. And, I absolutely love that your program embraces the darkness too, that it, in the realization that we have to embrace our own darkness and our totality, our oneness, as, in order to emanate more light, we have to accept that dark too. So
Mhm,
I love that. I love the themes that, go into that.
mhm.
What I'd love to know though is, I'm sure a lot of other people would not like to know as well, is, what would, for example, somebody in the program, like what would essentially like a group call or like a group meeting look like in the program?
Mm, that's really fun. So in on these group calls, because in the group program over 3 months, they're going to have 2 of these group calls that are 90 minutes long, 2 to 3, depending on if
Mm,
there's some carryover. And then one-on-one calls with me as well to like really get into things that are more custom tailored and individualized. But on the group calls, that's, it reminds me of like in the shamanic way that I've been trained in, there's this whole part of healing that is being witnessed in the light of others, where we're able
mm,
to see other people as like a part of us, so to speak. And so there's, in the group setting, it's tremendously healing to be able to share and be witnessed for the experiences that are coming up in the container, in this safe and sacred container, with a trusted guide who's like able to kind of navigate through those things, because we're going to be doing a lot of group sharing, but we're also going to be doing group breath work and group meditation and group journaling, like really getting into some of these journal prompts, and that's where the sharing comes up. There's going
mm.
to be some group healing and um, group channeling that is just naturally done as I'm kind of facilitating this container as well. And that's very exciting to be able to like guide people into, um, I guess you would just call them meditations, but journeys into exploring what their heart looks like, or exploring rewriting their Akashic records. So people are going to be able to, watch and rewatch, get a lifetime access to these different um, video recordings where they could go back in and take that journey again as many times as they want to, and eventually learning how to assimilate these tools for them and techniques for themselves. So there's really a lot there.
Wow. So you're saying that we that the clients in the group actually get a recording of the program as well. So they
Yeah,
get take
every
home
call.
stuff.
And it's all,
Wow.
and every group call is live. And so there's like a lot of programs out there where people will just, they'll get a recording of somebody's video, but we are actively working through this together. So it's not like, again, with that feeling of maybe being alone where you're watching this recording and you're kind of just feeling like you're doing things at home by yourself. No, you have like this particular cohort of people and a trusted guide and safe container and sacred container where we're able to navigate through these themes together as one. And that just is a huge catalyst for being able to overcome these things in a really rapid way.
Wow. That
Mhm.
is just, oh my gosh. It just, I don't even have the words to describe how exciting this
I
is.
can't
I
wait.
mean, I personally know because you were my teacher. I know I can tell you guys, she is absolutely amazing. Asha is
Mhm.
an amazing teacher, an
Thank you.
amazing spirit guide. She's helped me rewrite some soul contracts, and she's absolutely changed my life. So I can personally vouch for her, for you guys, that she is just, oh, amazing and breathtaking and just a light beyond anything. And I definitely will be on this program with you, taking the journey with everybody else. I'm in 100%, but I'm sure there's still some people that are still a little bit hesitant. Is this really for me? I don't know, a
Makes me want to
little,
cry.
yeah, isn't it?
Because
It's kind of sad.
well, because I can feel, and this is again like why I wrote this program is like, I can feel, I feel, see, hear, know, like so much as an intuitive. And I can feel that there may be some people watching this who feel like they don't know how to be confident in their intuitive gifts. They don't know how to actually like love and trust that their guidance is perfect, and that it's like really outside of right or wrong. Like, how do I trust myself? How do I love myself in that way? And I've been there. I feel it, I know it. And that's why I'm here to really help people into being in alignment with their full joy, and to be able to potentially create a sacred offering. Like, what is it that they know is their gift in the world, and to be able to move forward with that clarity, with a sacred union with, you know, with themselves and their spirit, and know their guides, which are them, and like just really feel how blessed we all are to be on this earth, no matter how complex it gets, that they've got that compass, that golden compass of the heart, like so dialed in that they just know that there's nothing that they can't do from this place, and everything they manifest or want is really right here. And so I'm just very excited for those people who are ready to take this opportunity, like buy the reins, call it in, and go.
That is just amazing. And I hope those people that are on the hinge or, on the fence a little bit do decide to try it, because like I said, you are absolutely amazing. And,
Thank you.
for everybody, you're so welcome, and you are so loved. You are so loved. You are amazing. And, but for those guys that, are already, hearing this and they're like, oh, this is for me, I can definitely let you guys know that you will not be bored in this program. It's for not just for people that, like I said, some people might be hesitant and not really ready there yet. But then there's the other end of the spectrum, like myself, where, I am within, and I go within and with that oneness, and I know my intuitive gifts. But for me, this program still is something that I think I can benefit from, because like you were saying, there's always room to grow more. There's always, space to make some things to let go of, so that you can bring more abundance into your life. So even for those people out there like myself that maybe are in a spiritual practice or are deep in their spiritual awakening, this is the perfect program for all of you guys, because it really will strengthen those connections. And even for those of you that think have a strong connection with your intuition, I can promise you that you will learn something from this program, and it will change you no matter what
Yeah, I
level you
mean,
are.
I am perpetually, like, even having written this program, like every time I take it with somebody else, I'm reaffirming my grounding practices as a human, right? Like, I'm rewriting, I can't even tell you how many soul contracts I've rewritten. We have this whole book. Like, I go through with everybody. I'm rewriting my
Yeah.
own. I'm loving on my child self. Like, there's an infinite continuum in life, in lifetimes, that we can navigate through. It's such a fun exploration. It's really like, yes, there's a lot we move through emotionally, like when we meet these places, but you're so held, you're so loved, like Lanaya said. And it actually is really joyful, and it's really fun to be able to hold all of yourself with that deep trust that it's all happening in perfect perfection. I wanted to share, Lanaya, and this, is that we have virtual tea times set up, like these
Mhm.
exploratory calls that are 30-minute calls where we can have like a virtual hot cup of tea over Zoom, and you can learn about if this program is a good fit for you or not. I'm not here to like sell ya on this experience. It's like, come on in, take a look. If it works for you, amazing. I'd love to have you on board. And if it doesn't, guess what? The program is still here or for you later, or maybe somebody whose life could be completely changed by this work. Fabulous. I actually offer a 10% referral bonus if you know anybody who's interested in the program, that we can I'm happy to pay that forward as a thank you for helping people step into their light on the planet. But I actually have a special gift too. I have a special gift for everybody
Ooh,
watching. Yeah, I didn't tell
how
you.
exciting. Oh,
So
I'm curious.
so it's in the group program, there actually is a VIP offering where, in addition to having, you know, the 2 to 3 group calls and then having the one-on-one session with me every month, in the VIP, they're going to get an additional one-on-one session to be able to do some deep soul work, or learn advanced techniques like spiritual techniques, or get down on like spiritual business coaching if that's what they want. So they get the additional session. They'll also get daily Voxer to be able to every single day play with me in dream interpretation or oracle card reading or psychic readings or witnessing, just like chat with someone on the daily. And that is over a $500 value, that if anybody watches this right
Wow.
now and you end up enrolling and you just mention that you heard about this through Constellations, I'm going to VIP upgrade you as long as you enroll before June 11th, which is when we open the program. So the program starts on June 11th. And if you just mention Constellations, I'm going to go ahead and give you the VIP upgrade. So exciting.
Wow, Asha, that is so kind of you. That is amazing. Daily contact with you. That is just, oh my gosh, that's
It's just
beyond. That's amazing. Just, it's literally so much support. It's like having
so
you in
much
your
support.
back pocket.
Yeah,
And,
it's like
it's
it's like
like,
3 additional
Asha.
sessions. Yeah, it's honestly, I do it with people right now, and it's a blast. We're doing like mantra and gratitude offerings, and we're sending like photos of our daily life, and a part of the awakening that we're moving into. It's so fun, so supportive.
That's
Yeah.
so fun. And where can everybody go? You didn't mention, where can they go to book a tea time with you if they want to find out
Oh
more
yeah,
about the Gold Era
we'll
program?
we'll put a link below this live. I don't see why we can't
Okay,
do
great.
that. And if they
Yeah.
just go to our website, theawakeningsf.com/gold era, GOLDERA, you can learn more about the program, and you just click book a session and then set up your free tea time. And it's all there on that page, so it couldn't be easier.
Wonderful. Yes, we'll definitely drop the link below, but I wanted to make sure we did cover a little bit of where can people go. And did you just want to say any other things about the program,
Yeah.
or?
Well, I almost forgot that if people want to have a free taster into what this program is like, that we're actually doing,
Oh, that's right. Yes.
yeah, we're doing
We almost
ignition.
forgot.
I know we're running ignition for 3 days. So ignition, 3 days. It's a 3-day live series, and it's 3 keys to unlocking your intuitive power. And it's really super short.
Mhm.
We're doing like a 15-20 minute live each day, Wednesday through Friday this week at 1:15 p.m. PST, where I'm going to lead you through. And I've had people like life shifting experiences. Like someone just got published in Om Yoga and Lifestyle magazine, and like
Yes.
because of this 2 hour, we did a masterclass a few weeks ago on it, but now we're doing a 3-day live, and we're just like, hey, we're going to keep doing it because it was so fun and so successful for people. So if you just want to like try out elements of the Gold Era, check it out. Ignition, again, Wednesday through Friday at 1:15 on the Awakening SF, and just come play with us. And if you want to explore more, the Gold Era starts on June 11th. We'd love to have you.
That's so exciting. I almost forgot about Ignition. Yes, guys, you
Yeah.
you will absolutely love it. I mean, the first time that we did the program, that we ran that free masterclass, we had such such results and such positive, feedback from everybody that attended. I think every single person, they were affected very, very deeply. And I think that every
Mhm.
single person, it changed at least one thing in their life
Mhm.
very, very, very greatly and very, very deeply. I know it
Mhm.
was a very emotionally an emotional
There
program to go
definitely are a
through, but
lot
it
of
was
emotions.
so,
Yeah.
yeah, it was a lot of emotions, but it was
Mhm.
just, it's amazing. So that is a
Mhm.
great way to find out more about the Gold Era program, is to
Yeah.
join us for the 3-day challenge, the
Well, we'll
Ignition
link that
3-day
below too.
challenge.
We'll link the
Yep,
tea
we'll put a
time.
link. Yep,
We'll link
we'll put
Ignition.
everything,
Come check it out. Come have fun with us.
we'll put everything down below. And thank you so much, guys. And My dear Asha, thank you for joining me today on this episode. I'm so happy to have you. I'm so glad we got to talk about the Gold Era program. And thank you once again for coming on Constellations and for being the light worker that you are.
Thank you so much for having me. And I'm really excited for all the other parts of Constellations is going to be every Monday, by the way. If anybody wants to join, we're going to be interviewing all different light workers. So you get to kind of have a taster of their different healing modalities every Monday at 1 o'clock. So look forward to more of these. And thank you so much, Lanaya, for all of your love and your support and this amazing interview for all the behind the scenes scoops on the Gold Era. It's been so fun.
Of course, it's been so much fun. I love it. I love talking to you anytime. So the more time I get with you, the better. Thanks, guys. Thanks for tuning in. And we'll see you next Monday at 1 o'clock on Facebook Live for Constellations, Contact, Connections, and Transmissions with Lightworkers. This has been episode 2. I am Lanaya Ray and here with Asha Eden Rose from The Awakening SF. And thank you guys. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye, guys.